Water softening companies are trying to get your attention right now by cluttering your mailbox.
They're using cards like these, targeting new homeowners, saying you're entitled to a free gift. I-Team reporter Michelle Meredith shows us what's in the cards and the tactics used to scare you into buying a new system.
And Uncle Sam,
so
he's got to get paid too, right?
Closest.
I just don't appreciate you looking at that because this is like...
This is you
no, this... No,
when you take a hard look at the salesmen who come to your home.
This is not fair to us as a company. Our competition is watching too. So
it seems nobody can beat the antics of the guys who sell, of all things, water softening systems. And from what we saw, the salesmen themselves come in 3 models. The good.
I always kind of brag that I do have a good record.
The bad, as in presentation. I guess I'm asking you to crunch some numbers for me.
Okay. Well, the numbers are crunched. You heard everything. You crunch them yourself.
And the ugly, as in acting.
You showing this on the news, let go of the piece of paper, please. This is my piece of paper. No, it's my. No, I'm not angry. I'm just telling you this is my piece of paper.
And from the inside of a garage, we heard it all. Heard the pitch made by 3 different salesmen from 3 different companies.
All this was in my water.
Our producer, Lori Denberg, was solicited by 2 water softening companies, and out of the phone book, we chose a 3rd. But before the companies paid us a visit, we tested Lori's water. We collected samples and had them processed independently at the Flowers Chemical Lab in Altamont Springs. Cities throughout the U.S. send water here to make sure it meets federal standards. Lori's water comes from the city of Castleberry. The test showed it's perfectly safe. The city's tests show the same.
Nothing dangerous?
Nothing dangerous.
Nothing dirty?
Nothing dirty.
Nothing that's going to kill her?
Nothing's going to kill her.
But you would never know that from listening to the salesman for our first company, Reps H2O. Said Lori's water was dirty. Then he made it look dirty using a simple chemistry trick. He added a mild acid to the water, which turns the calcium and magnesium to solids. We busted him. Right. Why do you try to scare people into buying? You're putting a mild acid in there, right? To solidify calcium and magnesium,
It's sodium
which is
hydroxide.
what we take in volume. It's good for you.
Yeah, but your body can only filter so much. If you're putting in more than you filter, it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, but Lori's water is perfectly safe to drink, and the way you talk,
It's not.
she
I would not give that water to my child. I won't even drink her water.
Of course not, because you want close to $7,000 bucks. That's right, $7,000. That was one price quoted for his water softening system. The competition. The salesman for RainSoft came in next and put on the same show, turned Lori's tap water into a cloudy mess.
I mean, you even asked me several times, would you want to drink this if you saw this coming out of your tap? And no, who would you?
RainSoft's going price, $11,000, because they have a system that filters your air and water. Once again, I mention price, things get touchy. Well, I thought I heard you say $11,000.
I'm done with this.
You're done with this?
Yeah, I don't need to justify myself to you people. You know, all I do is do my job, so whatever.
In the end, the only salesman who just did his job was Keith Schoonover from United Water Services. He takes 10 minutes of your time and puts on no chemistry show. What's the purpose of those tests?
I would guess to scare them, you know.
He doesn't let his price scare people away either. By far, it was the lowest, $2,500. Keith says your decision to buy a water softening system should be based on taste, not fear. And if a salesman tries to convince you otherwise, time to pull the plug.
We're done. Stop.
Now, the Florida Department of Environmental Protection says if you're on a municipal water system, your drinking water is safe. And Keith Schoonover told me, by far, he was the 3rd guy, the good guy. He said, by far, his biggest clients have well water. And that makes sense because it can have sulfur and smell funny.
But you have to be aware of the trick that they use that solidifies
and
what's naturally in your water.
Right. Most people are not.
And Keith's company was the one you found out in the phone book, not the company that was soliciting.
That is correct. They did not solicit us. And they said they've never been the source of a TV news investigation. And that's why we honed in on him. But now we see why.
Yeah, very revealing.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle.
Well, if you have a story you think the I-Team should investigate, send us an email at iteam@wesh.com or call us at 1-800-TEL-WESH.